I thought it was immediately going to end there. Just like, trial version over. But nope. I like how each of these characters, background characters, each have their own little detail, you know? They don't all kind of just look the same. That's nice when, like, they actually make each of these background characters that probably don't even have a voice, let alone a name, give them all their own designs. Make it feel more, you know, alive. Wow, check this out. This cafeteria was like a restaurant. It wasn't anything like our old cafeteria.
さすがお嬢様学校。こりゃメニューも期待できそうだな。おい見ろよ。すげえぞ。どうした？なんか変わったメニューでもあるのか？女が飯食ってる。
And
それだけかよ。そりゃ女だって飯くらい食うだろ。
Still, it was magnificent to see so many girls all eating together.
ああ、複雑だ。食欲と同時に性欲までもが刺激される。
God damn it, Appo, can you go a freaking single minute without resorting to that side? Forward and don't pinch a tent in your pants. We don't want them labeling us as perverts again.
だってよ、女子の口がもぐもぐ動いてるじゃんかよ。あんなの見せられちゃよ。
He had his hands over his crotch as he squirmed around. I mean, Jesus Christ, Appo. Get a hold of yourself, and not that kind of hold. So what if you watch that? Get a hold of yourself. Heck, even Kazushi is saying exactly what's on her mind. Get a hold of yourself, man.
しかし、見渡す限り女子ばっかだな。男子はどこいるんだ？
We looked around the cafeteria trying to find them. They were grouped up in the corner eating their meals uncomfortably. I've never experienced it myself, but you just like hear stories of like people just like say go to the cinema or something like that, and like the movie is more towards a female audience, and like they're the only guy in a cinema with loads of girls, and it's just like some people are like, but that's a dream of every man, right? Surrounded by women. No, it'd be intimidating. Just like I feel out of place here. That's probably why they're in the corner, maybe. Or maybe there was another reason. I can't remember, but we'll soon find out, I imagine.
なんだよ、情けねえな。もっと堂々と食えっての。あれ、あっちパンチュー先輩じゃね？
He saw one guy in the center of the cafeteria. We saw him. He was by himself eating bread.
なんか女子が遠巻きに見てるぞ。
Some girls were whispering from a ways back. They went to approach him but didn't know how. So he's popular with the ladies, despite him kind of looking kind of weird. I mean, look at the shape of his ears. And when his veins stop popping out, and the way he speaks, and his pompadour. How could you not speak of his appearance without that?
思いっきり近寄るなってオーラ出してるからな。あんな先輩にゃ俺らだって近寄りがたいって。女ならビビって当然だろ。さすがパンチュー先輩。胸のすくような光景だな。
And some of the girls finally steeled up their courage to approach him.
声かける気か？
Wow, those are some brave girls. After a short huddle, one of the girls stepped forward to talk to him.
先輩、一緒にご飯食べていいですか？
He gave her a deaf stare, but rather than being frightened off, it made the girls go wild.
あいつら怖くないのか？
そもそも言葉が通じてるのか？
Maybe they're having a telepathic conversation.
俺らでも理解するのに2ヶ月かかってんのに。
You know, just the thought of them having a telepathic conversation is hilarious. Like, imagine like in the mind kind of telepathically, his voice sounds very clear and posh. The girls continue to talk, unafraid of senpai.
そのパンって食堂のパンじ
It's so weird seeing him blush. Once bread came up, Senpai became a bit gentler. The girls instantly picked up on the change and kept pressing. Yeah, that's one thing I find odd is like senpai. I always see it spelled out like this, but wouldn't it be senpai? There's no M in Japanese. Not on its own anyway. You go like mo, mu, and ma. But you don't have an M on its own, but you do have an N on its own. So, why is it spelled like that? It kind of reminds me of like morning in Japanese is Ohio. And you kind of hear an I in there, right? Ohio. But there isn't. It's just Ohio. But you never hear it pronounced like Ohio. It's got that kind of E in there that isn't in there. It's weird.
先輩のお家ってパン屋さんなんですか？じゃあ先輩もパン屋さんになるの？いやー、すごーい！
When he answered, the girls went wild again. The circle of women around him grew closer. There were also more girls crowding around him now.
ねえ、先輩ってパン作れるの？
すごーい！料理できる男の人って憧れちゃう。
They were getting along better and better with each passing moment. Senpai looked a little annoyed, but he didn't mind talking about bread. He quietly took a bite of his bread. Girls are tough. They're not scared of anything.
パンチュー先輩は女子供には絶対手を挙げないからな。あいつらそれをいいことにキャーキャー言いやがって。
先輩モテるんだな。羨ましい。
そりゃお前先輩と俺らじゃ格が違うって。男としての深みとかさ。
I knew that, but I didn't like it. We craved their attention and got nothing, which Panchu-senpai was annoyed by their attention getting at all of it. God has cursed us with this inequality.
おい、あっちあっち。
What is it? There was one lively table on the border between the guys and girls. Yagami-Sensei was surrounded by girls.
1、2、3。女が6人もいるぞ。
Yagami-Sensei was having a friendly conversation with the girls as a teacher.
ねえねえ、先生って恋人いるんですか？
ああ、俺結婚してるから。
既婚なの？ショック。先生ってまだ若いですよね。結婚早かったんだ。
18だったかな。
それ超早くない？ 18ってまだ学生ですよね。奥さんも同い年？
かみさんは2つ上だな。まあいろいろあって子供ができちゃったもんだからさ。
できちゃった結婚？
They all spoke in sync, their eyes were sparkling. Girls like shotgun weddings?
いや、ゴシップが好きなだけだろ。
でもちょっとショック。子供までいるんだ。
写真見るか。かわいいぞ。
Yagami-Sensei smiled as he pulled the photo out. He carries that picture of his kids everywhere he goes. We've seen it before too.
うわー、かわいい。わ、子供3人もいるんだ。奥さんも綺麗。
なんで奥さんと子供の話題であんなに盛り上がんな。
妻子持ちにキャーキャー言ってもしょうがねえのにな。キャーキャー言うんなら俺らに言えよって。
世の中不公平なんだな。モテる男はとことんモテて、モテない男はとことんモテないんだ。
Don't be so negative. We were already depressed. This morning had shown us the severity of our stratified society. Anyway, let's eat. Good things will happen when we eat. Not that I can back that up.
そうだな。俺らも女子と仲良く食事。
We looked around for an open seat. We were hoping to sit next to some girls.
ちょっとレイ、私のたくあん取らないでよね。
Not those girls, though. Man, they really up the kind of like character, or whatever the hell I pronounce that is, for these characters, don't they? It's like the protagonist's friends are the same kind of thing, but this is like the female equivalent of it. I mean, look at those faces and the way they act. The two girls from our shocking encounter in the nurse's office yesterday were wolfing down their breakfast. The big one was Ando Ray, the other was Fusen Kazuko. How do you know their full names now?
豚だ。豚がいるぞ。
ちょっと醤油取って。あ、こぼしちゃった。
She was screaming with food in her mouth. It was incredibly ugly.
なんだあれ。あんなの女じゃね
視線を感じるわ。
She noticed our glances and turned around to us. Her mouth was so stuffed with food that her cheeks were puffed out.
ちょっと何見てんのよ。朝からアイレイプしないでくれる？
Jesus Christ.
アホが誰が見るかってのそっちこそみっともないもん見せんじゃねえ
You too, Appo. Those sounds, man.
皿舐めてるぞ。
Ew.
あれは例外だって。何事にも例外はある。ほら、あっち行こうぜ。
We got ourselves together and made our way past their table. Every table was pretty noisy. It certainly wasn't the elegant breakfast we had expected. Some of the girls were eating their food, still half asleep, while as we eating a tough bake after finishing, certainly not elegant or refined.
まあ、フランクでいいんじゃね？朝だしな。
The image we had of a refined, elegant girls' school breakfast was shattered. You're just like, we don't give a shit, man. We're only human after all.
カズシ
Ran waved her hand at us from a table by a window. She was eating with several other girls.
こっちこっち一緒に食べよ
お、やった！お近づきになるチャンス。
食べる食べるついでに君たちも食べちゃおっかな
Jesus Christ, Appo. Would you stop for 1 minute?
バカ、ついでなんて失礼だろ。デザートは君たちだぞ。
And you too, Pierre. Not as bad as Appo, but still. Ran was with her friends.
う。あ、おはよ
Hey. I understand, right? So I tried to give her a friendly greeting, but she wasn't very thrilled to see us. Maybe she's constipated. You come to that conclusion? Oh, she doesn't sound too lively. Maybe she's constipated.
う。Mizukiは低血圧なんだよね。朝はぼーっとしてんのよ。
Join the club. I'm not a morning person either. It's like I literally woke up in the morning today, and I was like, ah, fuck it, and went back to sleep. Woke up later in the morning, early afternoon. Was like, ah, okay, let's get up now. And I was like, I have no energy. I was lying in bed, and I felt like I could barely so much sit up. You know why? Because 1, mornings, and 2, the weather outside is grey and bland, and just seeing that makes you kind of go. Oh, you're not? You're still sleepy in the mornings?
うん、ごめん。
Don't worry.
あ
She really did look tired and irritated. It was hard to talk to her.
ー。ほら、突っ立ってないで早く座りなよ。カズシは私の隣ね。
Alright. Well, on the other hand, Ran seemed to be the optimum of the morning person. Felt like we were longtime friends, even though we just met yesterday for the first time. Yesterday was a long day, though. I was nearly murdered. Oh, hey. I whispered to Ran. Are you sure it's okay for me to be here?
ん？何のこと？
Remember, I know about the island's secrets, the government's weapon factory. I had to be careful to make sure nobody else could hear this. My life could be in danger if I didn't. Seriously, you're a gullible idiot.
は？
Yeah, that's proof that she was bullshitting him. But you know what? As much as I rag on characters like that, it's like, what a gullible idiots. I have my moments of being just completely oblivious as well, to be honest. For a second, Ran gave me a blank look. She started laughing her ass off. What? What's so funny?
何？あれまだ信じてたの？カズシったらやだもん。
What do you mean, do I still believe that?
だってあんなの嘘に決まってんじゃん。もうカズシってば面白い。
A lie? What? A lie? Who said that? You mean that was a lie?
当たり前じゃないの。そんなことあるわけないでしょ。
Well, to be fair, you know, being chased by a sentient killer signpost would probably make it so that he'd believe pretty much anything would be possible at that point. She was rolling with laughter. Okay, sure, I was suspicious of it too. Normally, I never would have believed it. So she's literally rolling on the floor laughing. But... oh yeah, then what was that thing chasing us? That thing made me believe her. That wasn't normal.
ああ、あれね。あれはただの標識なのよ。
A signpost doesn't walk and talk. This isn't earthbound.
この島では動くんだけどね。
ああ、もしかしてあの変なやつの話？
Pierre slipped into the seat on the other side of Ran as he talked to her.
じゃあ俺こっちここ座る。
じゃあこう男女交互に座ろうぜ。なんでってその方が私的じゃん。
男の子はさすがに朝から元気だね。
Appo and Pierre did a good job of making sure we sat all together.
おおすっげえ。キャバレーよりいい。
キャバレーってキャバレーだったらチップもらわないとね。これ出した出した。
出す。
出すのかよ。
ちょっとラン、朝からやめなさいよ。
いいじゃない、くれるって言ってるんだし。
そうそう遠慮しなくてもいいでちゅよ。みずきちゃんにもあげまちゅね。
なんで赤ちゃん言葉？
おー、なんか楽しそうだな。俺もチップを。
This is turning into a real cabaret. They're having plenty of fun, but the other girls are clearly drawing away from us. You know, there's four guys here. And actually, was Kazushi sitting directly next to Ran or sitting on the opposite side from Ran? Because I think it said Pierre was sitting in that seat. And Appo seems to be sitting on the opposite side of Mizuki. What about Daigo? Is he left out on that? I mean, is there another girl there or not, or what? Look, I know you're having a lot of fun, but aren't we supposed to be behaving ourselves?
あんだよいいじゃんかよ。こっちは金払ってんだからよ。ねえみずきちゃん。
いや、受け取ってないって。朝はちょっと静かにしてくれない？
いいじゃん、もらっときなさいよ。んで、いらなかったら後でこっち回して。
そうそう、遠慮しなくていいんでちゅよ。
だからなんで幼児言葉？ちょっと困るってば。
They were trying to force their money on her. I'm surprised they'd go this far once over. I'm kind of impressed, but...
おい、そろそろやめとけ。訴えられるぞ。
そこまでしないけど。
大悟もやってみろって。ほら金出して。
Come on, Daigo. You have your moments, but you're the more level-headed of the three.
胸の谷間に挟めばいいのか
Forget what I said. Come on, that's enough. Appo, you need to stop it too. I should really stop them before things get out of hand.
分かったよ。
Appo looked like a child who just had his favorite toys taken away as he stuffed the water bills back in his pockets.
ごめんね、みずきちゃん。また今度ね。
ごめん、もう勘弁して。
もったいないの。もらっとけばいいのに。
理由もないのにもらえないよ。
理由ならあるさ。
Pierre got everyone's attention after looking back at each of them. He put on a big smile and said his line.
君の美しさにはそれだけの価値があるからさ。
He messed up the smooth move wink by closing both eyes. You know what? What, Pierre? I see where you're going there. Oh, romantic line. And even without the awkward wink, you've completely screwed that up by saying that her beauty is worth, like, whatever amount of money you paid, were willing to pay there. Which says that her beauty wouldn't be very high. So, that's not a good line, Pierre.
水木の美しさには1000円の価値しかないのね。だってさ、水木。
いや、そんなことないって。本当はプライスレス。
Well, then why did you freaking say it? It's like, oh, this money is worth your beauty. It's like, but that puts a price on it.
そんなことは別にいいんだけどね。朝から元気ねみんな。
And the son really wasn't playing along at all.
楽しそうだね。私も一緒してもいいかな。
Just as I heard her bright voice, Haruka joined our group. She turned her friendly, beaming smile to each of us. Seems like Haruka's a morning person too.
もちろん。その辺適当に座ってよ。
That's one thing I hate about school is like, why is it? It's like in the mornings. Like I go to college. I've barely been in the past month or so because either it's a holiday or my sleeping pattern is just not aligned because the first class is in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. So just like it's just and catching a bus in the morning as well. It's just. Ugh. Why mornings? Why not afternoons? Who decided on that? Who was the person who's like, okay, for everyone's education, well, school will begin in the morning and end towards the late afternoon. Therefore, you'd only have the evening and the night to do anything else. And we will hand you homework as well, so that you will spend time working on that in the evening, although you probably won't because you'll probably skip over that and like kind of cram for it if you really need to be throughout the next day while in class or whatever you may do, because that's a bit overkill, you know?
じゃあ。
She walked straight over towards my seat.
隣いいかな。
Hey, sure.
じゃあ、お邪魔します。
So, okay, just to recap here, how it is, right? What's the lineup on this table? You got the 4 idiot friends, and you got 3 girls. It feels like a math freaking problem. It's like, it's like, okay, so Kazushi is sat between Ran and Haruka. Appo is sat on the opposite side, facing towards Mizuki. Pierre is facing Ran. So where does Daigo sit? Or Daigo. I keep mixing up the pronunciation of the name. It's just like, that's a math question, isn't it? So where is Daigo sitting? I'm not sure if that's a math question, but you know those ridiculous kind of scenarios they just like, oh, the person A saved up this amount of money and bought watermelons worth this much, each watermelon worth this much, and they bought 4. How much money do they have left? And then they throw in just like, and out of nowhere, it's like, then they'll add, it's like their friend has double the amount of money that they have when they bought these watermelons. How much does their friend have? It's like, why do they always have to word it in those ways, you know? Ran on my right, Haruka on my left, I'm getting nervous. I told myself I'm no longer a junior high school kid. Be a man, stay calm. I think I now know the answer to that question. Daigo is clearly the one sitting facing him, isn't it? Told myself I'm no longer a junior high school kid. Be a man, stay calm.
よかったよ、今日も会えて。
Don't worry, we won't try to run away again. After all, we can't.
あ、でも無理しないでね。なんか困ったことがあったら言ってね。
I will, but you have to promise me that you won't do anything crazy like you did last night, okay? I remembered how soaked Haruka was and how we saw her underwater, underwear. Of course, before that I saw her naked. That little memory caused me to stare at her breasts.
あ、
Haruka yanked her arms together, covering the front of her jacket as she noticed me staring at her chest. Sorry,
いいけど、なんか和志くんには恥ずかしいところばっかり見られちゃってるよね。
Yeah, you know, visual novel protagonists have a habit of doing that, you know. You know, technically, Go-Go Nippon was also made by Overdrive. And, like, when I brought that up in the first part, I think, like how some tracks from this novel were put into that as well. I think Natsume's theme that we heard earlier in this record session, you know, that girl that has that kind of, I'm kind of talking in a kind of, I don't really care kind of way. Just like, I think that theme was used in it, but anyway, the point is, even in that didn't have any of those scenes. You still had the protagonist that walks in at least once for both characters when they're getting changed or dressed or whatever. You always gotta have that moment, isn't it? It's like the protagonist is like a magnet towards awkward moments. She blushed as she gave me a friendly smile. I really have caught her at embarrassing moments.
恥ずかしいところばっかりって何？和志、覗きでもしたの？
You know, when you think about it, outside of the teacher and Ran, every other character that has a route that he's ran into has all been awkward moments. First he met Mizuki, who he's completely forgotten all about when she was swimming naked. Second was Haruka, who was also naked, doing God knows what to those plants, flowers. I suppose it's all magic jazz or whatever. And then Natsume, was that it? Natsume, actually, I can just do this, can I? I've already forgotten her name. Where is it? Sound settings. Natsume, That's a mouthful. Been through that route before. Can't quite remember it. Like, we saw in that opening movie that one random CG of her with a sword. Just like, her route gets weird. Well, I don't think, I've played through this route, and part of this route. And I can say with complete certainty that they were all bizarre in one way or another. Didn't get all the way through Ran's route. Remember the previous recording when I mentioned about Appo? Well, one of those scenes with Appo, right, was in Ran's route. And I think that was the main reason why I didn't continue it. I was like, no man, this is just like, no. The other route is pretty amusing though, but I never really got far from it. Anyways, that other character, Natsume, like, first introduction to her, and they end up accidentally kissing. He always finds himself in awkward predicaments.
え、覗き
For some reason, Hinata-san was remarkably sensitive about that word. Well, he's already seen her naked, so that kind of peeping, well, that was unintentional, if anything, really.
おいおいマジかよ。ハルマ君、そういう犯罪じみた趣味はほどほどにしたまえといつも言っているだろう。
Change that to Appo and you'd be correct. You don't tell me that at all. I don't peep on people anyways.
カズシ君はちょっと欲望に忠実すぎるところがありますからね。
Oh, that's you, Appo.
つうか一人だけ女子といい雰囲気作ってんじゃねえ。
Because he's the protagonist and the more normal, generic-looking one. Got it out now. Hinata-san, please don't look at me so suspiciously.
あれみんなまだ食べてないの？
Her name was Sakura, right? The other girl was Rin, I think. Those two look disappointed to see our table for some reason.
今朝は私たちの班が当番なんだけど、もしかしてダッシュの口には合わなかったかな。
The students take turns to cook.
朝晩は当番制なんだよ。早く食べてみてくれるかな。ダッシュの好みがわからないから早く感想が聞きたくて。リンは料理だけは真剣なんだよね。リンの料理は本当に美味しいんだから早く食べないと損だよ。
You know what? It's weird, really, isn't it? When like a character looks how you'd expect them, isn't it? They're like a good chef. Yeah, she looks like a good chef. It's weird, isn't it?
リンの料理は一番好き。毎日リンが当番だったらいいのにね。
私はそれでもいいんだけど、でも私のご飯ばっかりだったら飽きるでしょ。飽きない飽きない。りんちゃんの料理はすっごい美味しいよ。もうエーデン学園の母と言っても過言ではないね。そんな大げさだよ。
You know, I remember this is completely out of left field. But remember when these characters first were introduced in Appo comedy? It's like they're a bit lacking in something. She's got bigger boobs than these two, for crying out loud. Is Appo blind? Her face was red, but she seemed pleased. She was modest but confident, and everyone applauded her cooking.
思い出したように急に腹が減ってきたな。
Alright, let's eat.
どれどれ
Appo's face just gets uglier and uglier. Like Pierre actually looks kind of normal. It's like if he had a different haircut, he wouldn't look so weird. With Appo, it doesn't even matter. He could have any kind of haircut and still look like an abomination. We put our chopsticks to work with the guys. Stomachs in mind, they made big bells. It was a fresh seafood platter with simple flavorings and an abundance of seafood. So what do we got here? I have no idea. There were great yams and soup to go with it. It was an gorgeous looking breakfast.
なんだこりゃ。これマジでりんちゃんが作ったの？
りんちゃん？ちゃん付け？
まだ下の名前しか聞いてないからね。
あ、そっか。私が高瀬さくら。それからこっちが藤崎凛ね。今日の朝ごはんはこの子。エーデン学園の母、藤崎凛が作ったんだよ。どうよ、美味しいでしょ？
天才だ。
Tiger was quite impressed. He was usually rather picky about food, so it wasn't common for him to praise someone's cooking like that. You know what? I'm just thinking. Have they moved seats here? Just like this perspective right here kind of gives it like an indication that Kazushi is sitting right here. So next to her, when he was sitting next to Haruka and Ran, and just confusing. You really might be a genius at this, Fujisaki-san.
そんな大げさだよ。
いや、めっちゃうまいって。店で出したら1000円は取れるぞ。
原価1人50円だよ。
That's pretty cheap.
マジで？何そのやりくり上手。
りんちゃんは今時珍しい理想のお嫁さんタイプだな。俺も家に一人欲しいよ。
やだ、理想のお嫁さんだなんて。よかったね。リンは将来の夢、お嫁さんだもんね。
What a dream to have. Oh, how traditional.
やだな、もう。あんまりおだてないでよ。
As we kept complimenting her, Fujisaki-san blushed and acted shy, just like a newlywed would.
藤崎凛ノーマークだったが意外にいいかも。
Somebody stop him. Fujisaki-san's rating soared after this breakfast.
それよりさ、男子はどんな料理作るのかな。男の子の作った料理って食べたことないからちょっと楽しみだな。
男子って俺たち？料理なんてできるわけないよな。
なんで俺たちが料理なんてすんの？
当番制だって言ったでしょ。そのうち春馬くんたちにも回ってくると思うよ。
Do they at least have any classes for cooking? Oh, we'll cook too. How? You know, like, I don't really cook, but I can cook, you know? I just haven't cooked in ages. If I had to cook, what would I make? I don't know. If I had to make food for an entire school, no less, I'd be like, oh, fuck, how am I gonna do that?
参ったな。俺飯なんて作ったことないぞ。
カップラーメンくらいなら。
That's it's like, that's probably what they'd have to resort to. It's like instant noodles, that's easy, right? I'm not confident either. Just like get microwavable foods. I only have one item in my repertoire. Will we actually be able to handle our turn?
男子の当番ちょっと怖いね。
期待はしない方が良さそうだね。
ピンチこそがビッグチャンス。胃薬売るほど用意しとこ。
I think we're being insulted. I felt like making something good to surprise them.
大丈夫。俺がちょっとならできる。
Oh yeah, we have you, Daigo. That curry he fed us was good. He's picky about taste and pretty skilled too. We'll manage with Daigo on our team.
俺らが足引っ張らなければな。
You do that. We'll do our best when the time comes. And by best, they mean just let Daigo handle everything. Again, I like little details where they have like characters just, you know, in the background. It makes it look more lively than just generic hallway with nobody in it. But what the fuck is that? It's like someone's just splattered feces all over the wall. Or is it mud or what? After breakfast, we headed back to our dorm, got our stuff, met up with Haruka, and now we're heading to the classroom. This trial version's gone on longer than I remembered it, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. I just can't remember. It's like, I know, like, after a certain point, I know, like, there's still one scene that's kind of playing in, well, two scenes in my mind. The one that's coming up, well, it might actually be both in the same scene, actually, so maybe that's it. I'm not sure how much longer this trial version has got, but either way, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.